We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Gun. On first and 10, Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Come on, Kill. Deuce. 6-6, pull it high. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Break. 59. Mike's 59. Hey, here we go. Big dribble.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And an alley to run. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? 18, Gator. Go, go. Get that quarterback and all come. Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Watch twist. Now.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch QB go.
Looking to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Yep. Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Check, hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. 59. Here we go, D. Get off the field. He's crazy. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come on,
so after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Here's Henderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And if you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Go, 30 base.
59. Hey, let's get this.
2nd and 11. That's complete to Cobb. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
5.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 51.
5.
Back to throw here. And complete to Zach Ertz. Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 1st down, Henderson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 50, plant. Right.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 6. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
They'll look to throw here. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Ertz over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And Martin's got it complete. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
20.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers 45.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
I got it. Double time.
And that's incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Bravo! Hey.
Mike spot 9.
2nd and 4. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Hey, Orbit. On the ball. Lee Rivers.
Back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
To try again after the sack. Newton, and the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And taken right on the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 13. And it's complete to Martin. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the double.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Matthew McClain set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We go! 18 Gator. Hey, Haywood.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
51. Get it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he connects with Ertz. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
SOS.
Topper!
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Now.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Set. 8, read.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Go. Smith.
951. Get this one.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Ready to break.
Mike 51. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Hey, box drop.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's another Packers first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Henderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got you, Pop.
Hey, wahoo! 5.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Switch.
On first down, Henderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Come on. Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end. General West. Four down, check.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 40-yard.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down, Lions.
You don't see me in your nightmare, son.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Back. Spot. No.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
20.
But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, When that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Set. 388. Let's go, team.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Money! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Ertz over the middle. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready up. Mike, 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, high 7. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. 5.
They're going to look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
20.
Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Pilot, 64,
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted, hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they'd put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they were able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for the Packers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.